you give us a bit of information about Samuel's condition and how you received the diagnosis of that?
Well, we didn't really know what was wrong with Sam until 9 months old. Originally we knew there was something wrong because he had a really severe wind problem. And at 9 months old the doctor and the health visitor felt he needed an assessment or need checked out, so we went into hospital for a night, and the consultant told us the next morning that he had cerebral palsy. But since that we've had a lot of scans and whatnot, and nothing has been diagnosed. He has no diagnosis other than a severe complex motor disorder, and as yet Sam doesn't have a diagnosis because everything's clear. Yeah, it's difficult not knowing because they say they don't know Sam's future. They don't know what's ahead, you know, kind of thing. But for us, really, it's we don't feel that it'll change things, but they feel that we need to know to find there might be something out there to help him.
And you mentioned there that Samuel has had a number of MRI scans. Can you tell us a bit more about that and that process?
We've had two initially MRI scans. The first one was just after he was 1 year old, and out in the Galvin. Adult scanner, daunting process. I can remember just feeling that was like a dungeon where we were going to, and it was very nerve-wracking. Now the first one. Since then we've had two, and because they've had no result or no diagnosis yet, they decided that Sam needed a more detailed and more in-depth scan for the third one, because we can't find an answer.
And whenever you were going for that third scan, what happened then?
Well, we were putting on the waiting list in September, and we're told it was take about 7 months before he would be taken. Now, come March, I rang and they said there was no list yet, or he wasn't on the list as far as the scan, or wasn't happening any near future. So we got admitted in June to try and speed the process up and try and get a scan done. So in June we were taken in on the Sunday for hopefully to get a slot on the Monday morning, which didn't happen. We waited that week and they said that possibly might be another slot on the Thursday morning, but on the Tuesday another family with probably a more severe need came in and they got the slot on the Thursday morning, so we were discharged and didn't get our slot. So we were in hospital from Sunday to Thursday and nothing happened for no reason.
So having an MRI scanner at the Children's Hospital, you probably better than most families understand how important this would be. Can you just tell us, you know, from your own experience, just why it is so important?
Well, for us it's all the waiting and limbo. We're always in limbo. We don't know, like Sam doesn't have a diagnosis, we don't know what's ahead for the future, but it's that waiting and not knowing what is actually wrong with him. And just with a child scanner, things would be more child friendly than the way they are. No, I'm not saying the doctors and nurses do their bit or whatever, you know, but for a child scanner it would be so much more pleasant for all of us.